Hey guys, we're watching a video today. We're talking about a upcoming potential of a blizzard here in a few days. So that's what our main part of the video will be about. We also will have some other things we're going to talk about at the end of the video. So let's get into today's video here. First off, today's video agenda. First, National Weather Service alerts like usual. Second, today's forecast. Third will be the upcoming possible blizzard we could talk about for the Northeast potentially. And then fourth, our next snow chance. That's going to be around February 3rd, our next big snow chance for the Central Plains and the Midwest. So let's get into today's video here. Okay, here we are looking at National Weather Service alerts here. We're seeing in North Dakota and Minnesota here, we see some winter weather advisories going on at the moment. We also, it looks like, have some wind warnings or something here for North Dakota and South Dakota here. We also, I think, have some wind chill advisories off Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont. It looks like potentially seeing some wind chill advisories. We also have some winter weather advisories in the unusual area for Texas and Oklahoma. Some winter weather advisories. That's kind of unusual for this time of year, or for this area at least here. We also have some advisories here for the Northwest here. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in National Weather Service alerts. Also, Alaska under a winter weather advisory. Okay, here's today's temperature forecast here. Into tomorrow. This is into tomorrow morning. Looks like we're going to heat up here, so we're going to get cold because it's going to be coming nighttime soon. So around 20s here, maybe near the single digits here for the Northeast tonight, potentially. It looks like for some areas, especially in Maine, near -1 degrees here. Then that warm air moves up for some of the Central Plains here in the Midwest, maybe around 30s during the day tomorrow, and then 4 degrees up there near Minnesota for the near the high time. So you're not gonna get too warm up there, but that's probably usual for you guys. Down here in Florida, maybe around 50, 60 degrees tonight. It looks like, and then you warm up to maybe near 70 and near Tampa, maybe Orlando, near those areas potentially. So yeah, for today's temperatures. Okay, here's our future radar here. We're seeing some snow for Oklahoma. That'll fizzle out. Maybe some snow hanging in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. This is the next 24 hours, so this goes into tomorrow morning, maybe later on tomorrow too. You may go into even some little snow showers develop in Illinois and Indiana tonight into tomorrow. We also see some snow moving in Canada, moving toward the northeast, and that's the next story we're going to be talking about in just a few minutes here. Also, it looks like we have some snow showers off the coast here, so some light snow showers there, so very interesting there. Okay, here we are looking at our upcoming possible blizzard this weekend. This is NAM 3K as far as it can go out here. So this is as far as it can go out to, and it looks like by the end, some heavy snow will try to develop for North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. We see snow showers for most of tomorrow, but once we get into Friday, that's when we'll start seeing some snow try to develop here. Some very heavy snow potentially too, according to the NAM 3K here. So yeah, very light snow will start out as it looks like tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and then tomorrow night into Friday. See some snow start to develop in South and North Carolina and Virginia, it looks like, according to NAM 3K as far as it goes out. Okay, now we're looking at the NAM 12K. So this is basically uh, after the NAM 3K we can look at. And according to this model, you can see that snow doesn't really touch the Northeast too much according to the NAM 12 kilometer. As of the latest update, looks like maybe some of it would try to reach the coast there, but not much of it doesn't show is going to affect much of the Northeast here, according to the latest model run, the M12K 18Z here. So this is our only 18Z model run of this video, so most of the other model runs are going to be 12Z for today's video. So yeah, this is the one that's 18Z, so some of these could have changed into the 18Z update, so it could definitely change and showing it off the coast, but the other models we're looking at is from the 12Z runs. But we're seeing though the snow just reaching maybe portions of a little bit of Massachusetts there, but not clipping really much of the Northeast as we've been predicting the last few days. We also see some snow here for Michigan and Canada here, so very interesting there. Just want to point that out real quick. Okay, here is our possible blizzard amounts here if this does become a blizzard for this weekend, and it just shows it won't affect the Northeast. This is as far out as the NAM 12K can go, and it shows that really there's not going to be much up here. 0 inches it shows for most of the areas, maybe a dusting in some, but it shows really nothing in this region anymore, according to the NAM 12K. But it shows maybe about an inch to near 5 inches here near Massachusetts, eastern part, like off the coast part of Massachusetts there. So yeah, maybe some areas here may see an inch to 5 inches there. We will see quite a bit, according to this model, it shows quite a bit of snow here for South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia, 2 to 3, maybe even getting close to near 5 to 6, maybe 7 inches here off the coast here of North Carolina, according to what it shows here. So very, very interesting. Even Maryland near 2 inches, I think, southern Maryland. So yeah, and then those snow showers, maybe some dustings here. Some of these areas, those snow showers, according to the NAM 12K. That's of the 18s they've run. Okay, now we're moving to the regen model. This is probably the 12Z run most likely, and we see the snow here. Moving up, this one does show that there will be snow for the Northeast here. I'm not showing much of the Northeast here. It's not getting too much of the Northeast there with that much heavy snow. This model is thinking probably most of the heaviest here in North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland. Maybe some heavy snow near Massachusetts too, Connecticut and Rhode Island, but it doesn't show too heavy of snow like near Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So that's why I'm not showing up there in the Northeast here on this model, because of that reason. Okay, here are our snow totals from the regen model. This one shows quite a bit of snow here. Shows less snow for North Carolina and South Carolina than the NAM 12K is thinking. Thinks maybe about dusting for most of these areas. It does agree a little bit off the coast of North Carolina here of near 4 inches. For Virginia, about probably around 4 inches here. Maryland, Delaware, about 5 inches near. For southeastern Maryland and South Delaware here. Also New Jersey, maybe near 4 inches close to for some areas. Also getting all the way up here to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, near 7, even right on this area in eastern Massachusetts, maybe even near a foot of snow there, according to the regen model. So most of the models look like they've trended a lot more west here, or east here, sorry, in the last few updates, according to what it shows on the last 2 models that I've been looking at here. Okay, here's our upcoming possible blizzard here, though, from the Euro model. This is the 12Z run, so this could change in the OZ run for the Euro. So, and it shows some light, and then it becomes heavy snow for Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, but it looks like it quickly moves out of these areas. Here, just quickly moves out, seeing probably heavy snow, and then it just moves out here. So it looks like a very quick storm, but bringing quite a bit of snow for these areas here. Some heavy snow. According to the Euro, I think this one kind of agrees with the regen, but moves a lot more west on this model. It thinks quite a bit here. It thinks Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts will see a foot of snow according to this model. Shows 5 inches from all the way down here near Maryland. 5 inches all the way up to Maine here of potentially 5 inches it thinks on this model. So quite a bit of snow shown here in New York City, around 6 inches according to the Euro model here. So yeah, we're going to have to watch this area for sure in the next few days for the most snowfall here. This is the area that could see snowfall, and if we do see snowfall, near blizzard conditions potentially here in those areas. We're going to watch that the next few days. Okay, now we're looking at the GFS here, and we see this light snow move up to the northeast. It looks very light at first, and then some of that heavier snow starts to develop here, pretty heavy. That heaviest part starts to move on to Maine. It moved into Massachusetts, and then it quickly moves out just like the Euro. So this is going to be a very quick storm, but bringing quite a few inches of snow here. So yeah, this is going to be a very quick storm. As you can see, those heavy snow moves into Massachusetts, maybe some in New Hampshire, into Maine. Some heavy snow there according to the GFS. According to the snow totals here on the GFS here, and it shows probably for most of these areas, most of the west coast seeing near a foot here according to the GFS, maybe getting near 2 foot on the eastern Massachusetts, potentially seeing a foot near. So very interesting there. Um, and then New York City, maybe seeing about an inch or about dusting there, according to the GFS here. Um, about 4 inches for New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, about 4 inches. Maybe some areas isolated of 5 inches there. And like I said, 1 foot for Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, about a foot near. So yeah, and then Maine, I think we will see a foot if there is snow that moves up there. We'll probably see near a foot somewhere in Maine. Okay, here's our winds. We're looking at this because the higher the wind speeds, the more blowing snow there'll be. And you see these lighter colors, these are about 1 or 10 knots. The more winds we see, the more blowing snow we'll see, and we're going to see quite a few winds around 80 to 100 here in knots for these areas. So that's going to be some heavy snow blowing around, it looks like, for most of the northeast here. You can see that wind coming in around 80 to 105 knots there, it looks like. So we're probably definitely going to see some blowing snow if we do see snow for the northeast here. So we're going to have to watch that very, very closely as it gets closer. Okay, now we're talking about our next snow chance here on the Euro. So we see this snow chance move in, that quickly moves out here, and then we're going to be dry for a little bit. We'll see warm air build up for these areas, and then another cold front will be moving in, bringing another storm system here for areas of potentially the Central Plains into the Midwest, potentially here. We're going to look at this again here. Just that cool air move out. We'll see some warmer air build up here, like our active pattern we've been seeing. Then we'll see another cool air move through, and that'll cause our next storm system of snow and probably some severe weather on the southern side of this storm here. We're going to have to watch that, and then we see that cool air move down. It looks like by the end of the model, it shows more warmer air building up here for the southeastern U.S. into the Central Plains here. So yeah, okay, we're looking at this here for the ice. We're not going to be looking at exact locations. I'm just looking at this for potentially the intensity of the ice could be if there is an ice storm for these areas. And it shows there could be quite a bit of ice here for some of these areas. This will probably change anyway, but I'm just looking at this. Don't look at the exact locations because this is still about a week out. But it shows maybe around an inch for some areas. You're getting close to an inch, 0.5 to an inch here, going all the way from near Oklahoma City all the way up here into Michigan. So quite interesting there. We may see near a quarter or half an inch to maybe near an inch here for some of these areas if we do see a lot of ice, but don't look at the exact location. This will likely change in some way before we get to the event here. We're also looking at the snowfall where we could see how much snowfall we could see. We're not going to look at exact locations here for these areas because they'll likely change in areas, but showing with this potential next storm, we could see near maybe some areas getting close to a foot here. So it shows with this next storm system, we could see quite a bit of snow here, even for near Tulsa. Maybe it shows 6 to 12, but it'll likely change. This is for the February 2nd into the 3rd. I think we could see some snow for some of these areas in the Central Plains and Midwest, so we're going to have to watch that very, very closely as it gets closer. So once we pass the Northeast event here that occurs, we'll probably be tracking this next event for February 3rd because it's becoming more likely. It's been showing it on the models for, I know, quite far out. It's been showing a storm system for that area. For February 4th, it kind of took it away and moved it more north. And then now it's showing it again that there could be snow for these areas again here, according to the models here. So, yeah, I think we will see a storm. Most of the models are agreeing on a storm here for the Midwest and Central Plains. Somewhere, probably in this region, we'll see some sort of snow on February 3rd, 2nd into the 3rd. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe, share. It would help a lot. It really would. But thank you guys for watching today's video. And have a good rest of your day. And see you guys in the next video or stream.